Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today for something a little bit different. True crime is something that has always been a subject of fascination to me, and while up until this point my channel has solely been focused on fictional content, there are hundreds of thousands of victims waiting to have their stories heard, many of them still unnamed. The only way to ever bring them justice is to keep their memories alive and their cases in the public's mind. This is why today we are going to be telling one of those stories. Unfortunately, this particular case does not have very much known about it, but please don't let that prevent you from giving Luna County John Doe a few moments of your time. While information may be scarce, what we do know is very unique and very interesting. With all that said, let's begin to tell his story. On the 27th of May, 1999, in Deeming, Luna County, New Mexico, a crew of electric company workers were preparing to begin routine checks of local telegraph poles. But what they discovered was far from routine. Upon arriving at a stop in a remote desert location off Highway 180, they were greeted by a horrifying sight. Attached to one of the poles was what appeared to be a human corpse, although anything further was immediately impossible to distinguish, as the body was in a state of mummification. It was affixed to the pole via a chain padlocked around the neck and had apparently been set on fire. The lower portion of the pole itself, as well as anywhere from 30 to 50% of the victim's body, was burned. A lighter, believed to have potentially started the blaze, was found nearby. Further investigation found the body to be that of a Caucasian male, approximately 30 to 50 years old. He was of average height, had light brown hair, and a salt and pepper beard. He had fairly recently endured a leg injury of some sort, as green sutures were found in his knees. The man had been wearing size 11.5 Nike shoes with white socks, an undershirt, a size large green shirt, and tan Penny Mac brand jeans. Interestingly, in addition to the tan jeans, blue denim brand His jeans were also listed separately as being found on or with the remains. Experts suggest he was likely dead for around 6 months before he was finally discovered. No cause of death was readily apparent. Most likely, he eventually succumbed to exposure, having been left chained to the pole alone in the New Mexico desert for an extended period. Continuing inquiries resulted in locals suggesting the victim's name may be Rodney Jones. However, this was never definitively confirmed or ruled out. Web sleuths have also brought up other unsolved missing persons cases as potential matches, but so far, none have been successful in finding his identity. There are several theories surrounding the bizarre circumstances of John Doe's demise, from him possibly being a criminal or sex offender killed in retribution for his offenses, to the fire being started by the victim himself. Some believe it may have been a vain attempt to draw attention to his dire situation, or possibly to damage the pole enough to free himself. This was all merely speculation, however, as the stark lack of physical evidence lent only to conjecture and little to no hard facts. Unfortunately, this likely means that until someone comes forward, we will never know the truth behind the death of Luna County John Doe. If you have any information related to this case, please contact the New Mexico State Medical Examiner's Office at 505-272-3053 regarding case number 1999-2898. Even if a detail may seem small or unimportant, any and all information is helpful in unsolved cases where evidence is scarce. If you would like to read up more on theories or participate in discussions, I have included links to related threads in the description. Someone out there knows who Luna County John Doe is and what happened to him. Regardless of how many years have passed since their death or how little is known, all victims deserve to have their stories told, to be remembered by their true name, and finally, to have justice served. Thank you for listening and keeping the story of Luna County John Doe alive.